What if I told you Mephisto might already be the most powerful villain the MCU has ever seen, even more than Thanos? That's right, with Ironheart's explosive finale finally introducing Mephisto, Marvel just gave us a demon who doesn't need any Infinity Stones to bend reality, raise the dead, or manipulate heroes into soul-bound deals. Let's just smash that, like if you've been waiting for Mephisto since WandaVision, and stick around as we break down who really holds the crown, the Mad Titan or the Devil of the Marvel Universe. 1. Mephisto's powers in the MCU. So far, Mephisto's appearances in Ironheart may seem limited, but the implications are massive. Let's list what he did without breaking a sweat. Resurrected Riri's dead friend, Natalie. Silenced and immobilized a room of people with just a gaze. Forced Riri out of her Ironheart armor with a flick of the hand. Read her thoughts and offered a soul-binding deal. Oh, and he teleported people across reality like a pizza shop into another dimension. All of this without any known source of power like an Infinity Stone. That makes him inherently supernatural and potentially omniversal. And this matches his comic book legacy. In Marvel Comics, Mephisto is a literal demon lord ruling a pocket dimension that mimics hell. Inside it, he's nearly omnipotent. The big question, is MCU Mephisto limited to that realm, or is he free to operate anywhere? 2. Thanos, the gold standard of power. Now let's rewind to Thanos. Yes, the Infinity Saga made him look unstoppable, but here's the secret. Thanos without Infinity Stones, still a powerhouse. He beat Hulk barehanded in Infinity War. He fought Cap, Iron Man and Thor all at once in Endgame. But Thanos with Infinity Stones? That's where he becomes God tier. Reality bending, time reversal, space manipulation, erasing half of all life with a snap. But here's the catch, all of it came from the stones. Without them, Thanos is a superpowered warlord, not a reality-shifting god. So while he might be the most tactical and physically dominant villain we've seen, he still relies on external tools. 3. Mephisto vs Thanos. Who wins? Mephisto, without needing anything, already operates on a level beyond Thanos unless the Mad Titan has the full god gate. Let's break that down. Thanos' power was never inherent. He needed the Infinity Stones to reach his god tier status. Without them, yes, he was super strong, tactical and nearly unbeatable in combat. But still, at the end of the day, he was a very powerful titan, not a god. Even his most terrifying move, the snap, wasn't his power. It was the stone's power, wielded through the gauntlet. Without it, he had limitations. He couldn't bring people back from the dead. He couldn't bend reality. He couldn't control time or manipulate souls. Mephisto, on the other hand, doesn't rely on anything. He doesn't need 6 stones. He doesn't need a weapon. He doesn't even need a physical form most of the time. In Ironheart, he literally resurrects a dead person. Nat teleports people and locations, silences and freezes crowds with a look, strips Riri out of her suit without touching her, and possibly manipulates reality itself, all without lifting a finger and without using any object or tool. That's the key difference. Thanos is powerful because of what he has. Mephisto is powerful because of who he is. That's why Mephisto is potentially more dangerous than Thanos, because if you take away Thanos' gauntlet, he's just a fighter. But if you try to take Mephisto's powers away, you'd have to rewrite the laws of hell, magic and reality itself. 4. Can anyone defeat Mephisto? So who can stand up to Mephisto? Scarlet Witch with the Darkhold. She's shown power over reality and chaos magic enough to maybe match him. Doctor Strange, if anyone understands pocket dimensions and forbidden deals, it's him. Wiccan, as a magical prodigy, he could become Mephisto's biggest threat if his powers grow. Reed Richards or Doctor Doom, both geniuses who could outsmart Mephisto with intellect alone, though they haven't appeared yet. Riri Williams, Ironheart, the most likely candidate to outwit Mephisto in future arcs since she's now bound by his deal. And don't count out Sentry, his mental instability makes him vulnerable, but raw power might give him a shot. 5. What this means for the MCU. So what does Marvel want to do with Mephisto? If they're bold, Mephisto could be the Thanos of the supernatural saga. Here's what's possible. He tempts Spider-Man, echoing one more day, haunts the young Avengers, especially Riri, becomes the big bad of a Midnight Suns movie, battling Blade, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight and Strange. That's a level of villainy not just rooted in destruction but corruption. Thanos made war, Mephisto makes pacts, and that's way more dangerous in a universe full of vulnerable heroes. So who do you think is more dangerous? Thanos, the brute conqueror, or Mephisto, the devil with a contract? Drop your pick in the comments. Like this video if you want Mephisto to be Marvel's next main villain. And subscribe if you want breakdowns of every magical, multiversal and mind-bending twist the MCU throws our way right here every single day.